Starting, I'd like to recognize the board members of the Solano Hispanic Chamber, because without them, we wouldn't be here and have this beautiful gala and be able to offer scholarships and honor our small business. Please welcome Max Villalobos. One more thing. I'd like to really thank our sponsors, because without them, we couldn't offer all the scholarships that we did. Thank you so very much.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be back here this year and to just help facilitate this great event. And we want to kick it off. And so if you will please join me, we want to introduce the Military Honor Guard from Travis Air Force Base. We are honored to have them with us.
Colors, halt!
Present, halt! Hump.
He is the chairman of the California Hispanic Chambers of Commerce. He is the CEO of Allied Industries, and he is here to celebrate with us Mr. Ernie Gutierrez. Welcome, Ernie.
Thank you for that welcome, Max. I want to welcome everybody. I want to let you know that the California Hispanic Chambers of Commerce is a friend to Hispanic businesses, and of course to the Solano Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I congratulate Carla and all of the board members for everything that you do. The California Hispanic Chambers of Commerce represents over 60 local Hispanic chambers and affiliates, and our Hispanic businesses are the fastest growing business segment in California and the United States. So when I look around and I see all of your faces, what I see is power. I see economic power, political power, and I'm very proud to serve as your chairman. Once again, congratulations to Carla, to the Solano Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and I hope you have a great evening. Thank you.
graduating from Markham High School, I went on to continue dancing at Stanford University with Ballet Folklórico de Stanford. And that was actually where I met Jesus Cortez, the founder and director of the Gala.
Very, very happy and honored to be here in this event. Very advanced dancers, and as Farina was saying, the idea of with the Cali Escuela de Danza is that if they decide to continue with the dance career, they can become a professional dancers. So this was a great opportunity for them to expose themselves, what they've been learning, and they are so happy. Thank you very much for the invitation.
And now we go from celebrating dancing and their passion to celebrating education. Earlier this year, we celebrated and honored our recipients of the scholarships at Solano College during the Cinco de Mayo celebration. We have friends and family and the community being there to be able to honor these amazing, gifted students. We are truly grateful to you, to the sponsors and those that make this happen. And I am honored to be able to be part of that as well. But I can't tell you in my own words, and they can. So please help me welcome two young ladies to thank you in person. We have Viviana Mejia and Cicle Rodriguez coming to speak to us.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you to the sponsors for the scholarship and what they do for this event, and I hope you guys are having fun.
Hello everyone, good evening. I just want to say thank you to all the sponsors, and I want to say thank you to those students who took time out of the weekend and are volunteering here for you guys today. So thank you.
Truly, it's a privilege and an honor to be here with you tonight. It really, truly is. I have been a very energetic and I would say outspoken person since I was 14 years old. I come from a typical Latino family. Who knows what I'm talking about 11 kids. Yes, I had a great teacher in my life, which was my brother, Edmundo Lopez. Some of you may have known him. Very involved politically here in the state of California. He passed away in 1997 of cancer. But he taught me a lot, and he continues to teach me to this day. One thing he taught me was, you know, if you have a voice and you believe in something, use it. What made me speak up, because now what my passion and my drive is I'm a huge advocate of awareness, breast cancer advocate. 2008, I'm diagnosed with stage 3 cancer, breast cancer. Manageable, went through treatment, surgery, radiation, the whole, spiel. I was declared cancer-free with a high probability of its return within 5 years, more than likely 2. And that was in April of 2009. 2 years later, in April, I celebrate huge, right? Yes, 2 years went by and I'm good. And in August of last year, I'm diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. And I never told my kids or my family this, but they gave me about 7 months to live. And I thought, you know what? My brother's voice is in my ear going, you have a voice, speak up. Anybody have one of those voices? Yes? Speak up. I thought, you know what? Time to start talking about this. So I started talking to people. And before I know it, I'm going and I'm learning as much as I can and talking to doctors and I'm learning about the resources and the lack of resources. What? We live in California. It's the year 2013. I thought, okay, we got to do something. But first things first. First, we got to create an awareness on nuestra gente. But last week, I was declared in temporary remission. They couldn't find a trace of cancer inside my body. And I really think a lot of that has to do with the conversation I have with myself. So again, raise your right hand, put it over your heart, and I'd like you to just tell yourself either out loud or in your own mind, the gift I see in you is, and then tell yourself what that gift is. So the gift I see in you is, The gift I see in me is, let's just tell you something. It's huge. And then the next step, you can do this at home, is you go to your loved one and you put your right hand on their heart and you tell them, the gift I see in you is.
Who we have chosen for the business of the year. This year, we decided that State Farm, Maria Zuniga's office, should be the business of the year.
First of all, I cannot accept this recognition without thanking the foundation of this accomplishment. God, my husband, who has been my support throughout this journey, my parents, siblings, brother-in-law, my team, the Solano Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, my policy holders, and all of you who have supported me and believed in me. Without these important pillars, it would be pretty hard to have a successful business. I was thinking what I wanted to say in the 2 minutes that I had allotted. There's a lot that I can say tonight, but there is not enough time. So I will focus not on how I got here, and instead I'd like to tell you who I am and why I chose to become a State Farm agent. As you heard, I'm a small business owner. My office is in Vallejo, and I wish that no family has to grieve the loss of a loved one. Encounter losing everything they have to a fire, an accident, a lawsuit, or an illness. However, I know that's not possible. And even though I'm not capable of stopping any of those risks, my goal is to make sure that if any of them happen to you, you have taken the appropriate steps to protect you and your family so you can recuperate from the unexpected. I have a master's degree in social work, and I work in many different capacities as a social worker. Those jobs allow me the opportunity to meet many families. Some of them were struggling emotionally, financially, or physically. They were not able to focus on the grieving because they were concerned as to how they were going to give a final rest to their loved ones. I really realized at that point the need to educate the community, especially the Latino community, of the importance of life insurance, proper liability coverage, disability coverage, and retirement planning. So at that point, I decided to take my social work skills a little further in an effort to prevent people seeing and struggling like I had when my father died, or all the families that I had worked with that were having a hard time.
The next honoree is the Spirit of Solano. And this week decided to give to Integrity Auto Collision.
Don't know what to say. Thank you, God. Thank you for having me here, knowing all these wonderful people. And we're out there trying to help whatever we can. Shaking people's hand, let them know where can we help them, how can we help them. We let them know how can we make life easier, especially if we get involved on fixing cars. And the first thing we tell them is, listen, make sure you have insurance. It's not about fixing the car. It's about fixing other things that happens inside the car. So don't get afraid of wearing your seatbelts. Ensure that everybody gets involved when you do, I hope not, involved in a car accident. Make sure to change those seatbelts. You have to be aware of a lot of things. So we kind of help whatever it takes. I want to thank everybody here, my wife, my kids, Oscar here, my cousin, a son that I never had, my brother I never had. He was raised with me since he was a kid, so I leave it up to him now.
I was not prepared to do a speech tonight, but I just want to say, Unidos Latinos, united, we're stronger. La unión hace la fuerza. Muchas gracias por ese reconocimiento. Nos llena, en lo personal me llena de satisfacción y de ganas de seguir adelante para hacer cosas buenas para nuestra comunidad. Muchas gracias.
And she's giving And as I said, any mother or father that would have to go through something like that, I would probably break down. But she is such a strong person, and she continues to fight and continues to give, and is huge in the community. And she makes sure that Matt Garcia, his legacy continues on by providing goodness through her actions and her thoughts as well. So at this point in time, I'd like everybody to give a big round of applause to Teresa Gordon-Ross. Oh, she's not her representative.
My kids, just representing her, but I'm just really thankful and proud of my mom, and just how did I get this? Thank you.
The next award is the Corporate Sponsor of the Year Award. And this year, the Solano Hispanic Chamber has chosen Kaiser Permanente. As we know, Kaiser has been in our community for over 65 years. They support our community tremendously, as well as the Solano Hispanic Chamber. They have donated over $92 million throughout the county. And as I said, they're highly involved in the community.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, and Kaiser is very proud to not only support the Hispanic Chamber, but support the entire community throughout Solano and Napa. And we are very proud that we are part of the fabric of this community, and we're very proud that we continue to be the only organization to cares for and provides health care for undocumented workers. And we will continue to do that, and we will continue to support it. And we are proud of that, and we are thrilled to be able to be honored, but we're humbled. Thank you very much.
This year, the Solano Hispanic Chamber added 2 more awards. We thought this was extremely important to do this. And the other award is the Latina Business of the Year Award. I don't have to say anything else, because once you hear her name, you'll know. And that is Margarita Lopez with Lopez and Associates.
Thank you. I'm humbled again. Something I totally didn't expect till earlier today. Humbled. I've been in real estate for a long time, real estate investment, and I kind of keep quiet with that too. But really, it's Lopez and Associates because it encompasses many things. Like I said earlier, business coaching. I started coaching in, I want to say 2002, through a good and bad market. I had business clients throughout Canada and the U.S. Over the phone, not face to face. And I learned more than my clients. And that's something I'd love to do, because every single one of them, they say that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And that happens to me a lot. So thank you very much. I'm humbled and honored. Thank you.
The next award that we want to hand out, the Solano Hispanic Chamber has chosen for the Green Business of the Year is Recology.
Hello, my name is Lisa Peter, and I'm standing in for Tom Phillips, who could not be here this evening, and he sends his apologies. And we just appreciate very much being honored for this award. We at Recology, we're proud to accept this Green Business Award of the Year, and thank the Solano Hispanic Chamber for recognizing Recology for its efforts to not only be green, but to help others, encourage them to pass that along. Recology's tagline is Waste to Zero, which basically means that we see a world without waste. We believe in the 4 R's. Most of you have probably heard of the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, and recycle, but at Recology, we also recologize. A couple of brief examples of what that means is we have implemented a company-wide program where employees can become a recologist. Some of the items that they do to become recologists are modifying their daily behaviors to live as sustainably as possible, educate at least one person on Waste Zero, engage in continuous education by walking the walk and talking the talk, and doing community volunteer work. One of the other things that Recology does is we have an artist in residence program in San Francisco. The Artist in Residence program at Ecology San Francisco is a unique art and education program that provides Bay Area artists with access to discarded materials that they then make into art. By supporting artists who work with recycled materials, Ecology hopes to encourage people to conserve resources and promote new ways about thinking about art and the environment. The last thing I'd like to add about Ecology, which you may not be aware of, is that we are an employee-owned company. That means that all employees own shares in the company. So we tend to strive for excellence and give every attempt to provide exceptional service. Once again, thank you very much for this award.
And at this point in time, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Very important. What you give us, as you can see, is we give back, and we really, really greatly appreciate everything that you have provided and given to us. And I'm going to go ahead and have Max finish off. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It's a wrap. Thank you very much. Good evening.